Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about how Iman Gadzhi makes 8 figures a year running his eyewear business called Eyewear. So if you don't know who Iman Gadzhi is, this guy is 25 years old and he's already worth $100 million and probably more than that. He's been in business for like 10 years, so he knows what he's doing. He's running multiple companies in multiple different industries, so this is one of them. He's in e-commerce here. He's running also info product businesses. He's running software companies, all of different kind of stuff. He's investing his money into all different kinds of stuff, so the guy knows what he's talking about. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to break down his entire funnel. So I'm going to show you how he manages to make 8 figures a year with this eyewear brand. So as you can see, sunglasses, he's selling sunglasses and he's selling blue light blockers. So it's not very complicated, but what they're doing is pretty good. So let me show you. First of all, his funnel starts on his YouTube channel, actually. So if you go to Iman Gadzhi Unscripted, you're going to find this channel. And this channel is basically a vlog channel. So this is not his main channel where he posts like business stuff and all of that. This is his vlog channel. So what he does in his vlog channel is really smart. He is basically known for like dressing nice, classy, understated and all of that, but it's like luxury, basically quiet luxury. And what he does in his videos is he's wearing his sunglasses. So you can see here, sunglasses, his sunglasses, sunglasses. His friends are wearing his sunglasses. So basically every single video of his, he's wearing his sunglasses and probably his blue light blockers. So what he does is he's just subtly promoting his sunglasses without being like too much in your face. It's not like an ad. It feels like a video. It's like entertaining and all that, but you can just see, oh, what are those glasses that this guy is wearing? And then he sometimes mentions that it's his own brand. He tells like, yeah, we just had a restock, we just had this new shape and all that, but he never comes to you like, hey, buy my glasses, you can find it at Eyewear. I don't even think he links it in his bio. So that's how subtle it is. And in my opinion, it works really well. But this is just the first step of his funnel. So the next step is actually going to be his Facebook ads or meta ads, right? So as you can see here, we're here in the meta ads library. So you can see they're running 36 ads right now. Most of them are static ads, which is absolutely fine because they're running like a fashion brand. So they're just showcasing the product. That's enough because all you need to do is like show the design, right? But as you can see down here, they have some ads that are actually featuring Iman, right? There's Iman. So Iman, all that. So what they're doing is, first of all, with their YouTube channel, but it continues in their ads and their email, as you'll see in a minute, is they're actually involving Iman in the whole process of creating ads, right? In promoting the product. He's actually involved in it. He's kind of the face of a brand, but they're not overdoing it. They're doing it to the point where he leverages his personal brand that he already has, but they're not overdoing it to the point that he's the only one who makes the sales for the brand and not just the ads and emails and all that. So he can actually sell the brand at some point, but he's getting all the pros of leveraging his personal brand, right? So you can see here, they're not running any UGC ads that are created by other influencers, but they're running their own ads. So you can see here, this is probably from
We really had enough TGs in the back. I'm on stage with Sheena. We really had enough TGs in the back. I'm on stage with.
You can see that ad, you can see this ad. So this is a little bit
30,000, 40,000. How much I'm spending profiling? She come in and compliment my closet. Fuck on the floor like I don't give a fuck about it. The judgment get cloudy. My opposition wish I stopped smiling. My family wish I stopped wilding. Still on the east side smoking with.
This ad
Gadzhi has officially rebranded to Hills. So you guys have been going crazy for G1 restocks of all the best-selling shapes, as well as the blue light blockers. I'm happy to say that all of our core products are now live restocked, and we have some incredible new shapes. They're on a whole different level now. Sick. The templing on the side.
It's an ad, right? Because the guy has a big
Gadzhi has officially
over 5 million YouTube subs on his main channel, so you can just do that, and that works really well. So even if you don't have a really big personal brand, it will still be really smart of you to actually start posting some content if you're not doing that. Not some content that doesn't have to do anything with your brand, but actually some content that you can tie in with your brand, because you need a founder-led brand, because that's what's working in 2025 and especially in 2026. That's what's going to differentiate winners from losers. Because if you're just running ads that are faceless, that are just your product and emails are the same, people are not really going to buy, because there are countless other people who are running ads that feature the founder himself talking about the product, emails that feature the founder himself talking about his favorite glasses or whatever, and people buy from people. People are not going to buy from faceless brands anymore. People don't want to interact with human beings, because that's how the times are right now, because of all the social media and all that stuff. People crave that human connection, and that's why they're going to buy from brands that are actually led by their founders, right? So his funnel continues on here. So we're going to talk about email marketing. Obviously, I had to talk about his YouTube channel and his Facebook ads because that's the part of the funnel as well, but I do not want to go into much detail because that's not my area of expertise. However, email marketing is my area of expertise, so we're going to talk about that. So the first step, as we all know in email marketing, is pop-up form, right? So this is their pop-up form. You can see here, you have unlocked a discount. Who are you shopping for today? Myself or someone else. The reason they're doing that is this is a quiz style pop-up form that works really well right now, and it's getting way better opt-in rates. The reason it works so well, this is a really low commitment step. So all you need to do is just click this. There's no need for you to enter your email address, your phone number, or anything like that immediately. You just need to click a button. And once you do that, you're committed to getting this discount because you're saying to yourself, hey, I want to get this discount. And then you don't want to be seen as not consistent, right? So you're going to proceed and get discount, or basically complete all the steps to get a discount, right? So that's why this works so well. The data itself does not actually really matter whether it's for yourself or for someone else. The point of this quiz is just for you to get committed to getting the discount. Or also the reason this works so well is because when you actually click it and you're like reading this, it feels like way more personal. And also it feels like you worked for the discount, so you're going to value it way more, and you'll be more likely to actually use it and spend some money on their website. So what you're going to notice here is the pop-up form is pretty clean, right? There is not much copy. It's just the question, the quiz, and the offer, right? But what you're going to notice is the fact that they're not offering a base discount. They're not offering like a fixed discount. They're not saying you've got 15% off. They're saying you've unlocked a discount. Also, what they're not saying is you've unlocked a mystery discount, which is pretty popular nowadays. They're just saying you've unlocked a discount. Now, what I'm thinking is, first of all, in my opinion, you've unlocked a mystery discount sounds way more appealing than just you've unlocked a discount. But knowing these guys, they're probably not some amateurs. They probably tested you've unlocked a discount versus you've unlocked a mystery discount. So it seems like this is working better for them. If they haven't tested it, they should probably test it. And at that point, I believe that you've unlocked a mystery discount would outperform this. But it's up to them to test it, right? So this is the first thing you see. Your discount is waiting. Enter your email address. You can notice that they're not asking you for your email address and phone number at the same time. They're asking you for your email and then phone number. They don't want to overwhelm you in one step. They want it to be like a seamless transition, slow process for you to not get overwhelmed. One task per step, right? Then the next step, finish signing up for text to activate your discount. So they're getting your phone number. I have not really looked into their SMS marketing. We're going to talk about their email marketing in this video, but I guess it should be super simple. They should probably have like a welcome flow, abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, and they're probably sending some SMS messages around their sales. So that should be it. And then we have the last step. Thank you're in. Please check your email and drag to receive your discount code. So this is really important to make it clear that they're going to find their discount code in their email, and to remind them to check their spam folder because of their deliverability. That might not be perfect, right? But what I notice is interesting is this. So this is a step that I screenshotted a couple of days ago, obviously the top part only, and it's the same, right? So what you can notice is everything is the same, right? But the only difference is the color of the button. So it seems like they're split testing the color of this button, which is really interesting because I'm not sure if that is the highest leverage test that they could be running, but it also could be the fact that they've already ran a lot of tests. So now it's just like up to them to run some lower leverage tests. But it's really interesting because, first of all, why did they exactly go for the green instead of any other color? How did they come up with that? Is that proven to get better conversions? I don't know. So I'm really interested to see what variation is going to win this test, but it's very interesting, to be honest. But yeah, the pop-up looks like this. These buttons are black, and then these ones are green. That's the live version right now as I'm recording. So that is very interesting. Now, when you enter your email and your phone number, as I said, we're not going to talk about SMS. We're going to talk about mainly email. You're going to receive welcome flow. Now, in this video, I'm not going to walk you through their entire welcome flow and abandoned cart and abandoned check and all of that. For welcome flow, we have only 2 emails. First of all, the reason number 1 is because these are the only 2 welcome emails I received. But I'm pretty sure they have way more than 2 emails for their welcome flow. But I've probably not received them because, first of all, because of smart sending and segmentation and all of that. It's very difficult to get all the emails when you just subscribe to a brand. So I'm not going to talk about that, but it doesn't really matter. We don't want to look at like an 8-figure sequence and then a 5 email sequence for abandoned cart and abandoned checkout and all that. It's going to take too much time. I just want you guys to get a rough idea of what these guys are doing. So welcome flow, we have this email. This is the first email we receive. So we have your Hills journey begins here. Get 10% off your first purchase. Use code, this code, shop now. So this is perfect, almost perfect. First of all, let's start with what I would change. So what I would change is this. I would make the headline bigger. Honestly, this is just too small, especially when you compare it to their logo. Logo is not the main part of this email. It's the headline, it's the offer, it's the code, and still logo is kind of like bigger and way more prominent than this headline, right? So that's the first thing I would change. Also, the next thing I would change is this offer. First of all, I would obviously make it bigger, but I would make this offer bold. I would probably put this off in caps. I would put it like 10% off in caps. And then do a bold that basically so it stands out more so people know what they're getting, especially because the actual pop-up form is not saying you the discount, right? It's not telling you what the discount is. So in the email, it's really important to tell people what the discount is, right? So that's the thing I would change. Code is pretty good. I'm not sure if this is a fixed code, like a static code, or is it like a dynamic code? When you look at this code, it probably looks dynamic, right? Because why would someone set it that way? But there is a possibility that this is actually a static code that they just made it look random, so it feels way more personalized. It feels like it's your unique code. So if they did that, pretty smart, pretty good way to do it. Then they have a shop now CTA button, pretty good because it's big and it's above the fold. But what I don't like is the fact that it's transparent. Now I know that aesthetics, this looks nice, right? And it's really important for fashion brands and all that stuff that is important to be aesthetic. I get it, it's important, but I would just make it stand out more anyway because it's just not that clear that I mean, it's clear that this is a CTA, but I want it to be like in your face, especially in these first emails, because this is where you need to get those conversions, as many conversions as possible. What I do like is the fact that everything is above the fold. We don't have an image, distract us above the fold, anything. We just have headline, offer, code, CTA. That is pretty good. Now, moving on down there, we have a lifestyle hero image, which is pretty good, looks very nice, high quality, guy wearing sunglasses, pretty good. Then we have some copy. Now, what you're going to notice is these guys don't have too much copy in their emails, which is pretty important because they're running a fashion brand, so words are not that important. It's way more important to actually showcase the product because that's what really it's about. It's about the looks of the product, right? If they were running like a supplement brand or something like that, where it's more like about science and words and all that, they should probably put like more copy, more science, like how this works, why this works. Even in that case, they should probably put more like infographics and all that instead of just standard copy, which is like a block of text. But still, in this case, none of those are actually necessary, especially for the welcome email because they don't have much to say. It's more about, hey, give me my code, give me my discount, and that's it. Here, again, the same thing. Pretty good. A short copy, all of that. The code is there, but I would just make this code bigger. I would make this part 10% off bold. I would make it stand out more because it's easier to skim the email. People are not going to read every single word. They're just going to skim the email, see where the code is, see what the discount is, find the CTA, buy, or just close the email and not buy anything. It doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have to do with your copy, especially for fashion brands, as I said. But yeah, here you can see the CTA. It stands out here. Contrasting colors, pretty good. Then they're promoting their signature collection. So they're just showing you the sunglasses they have. Pretty standard. They're just showing some bestsellers or whatever. That's it. Super simple email, super straightforward. Like they have CTA again. Pretty good. Then here, what you can see is a footer where they show their product category. So you can buy sunglasses or blue light glasses right from the footer. So why that is important? Basically, this is the footer they use for every single email. So why that is important? Basically, if you don't want to buy any of these, but you want to take a look at other sunglasses, you can just click there instead of going to their website and searching sunglasses or whatever. You just click there, boom, you end up on sunglasses page. What I would do here, obviously, make this stand out more. So every single thing that I would change is about stuff standing out more, right? Just like everything blends in too much, in my opinion. But I guess it's more about aesthetics here. But what I would make this like just maybe a rectangle or something like that stands out way more. Because yes, it would make this part look kind of uglier, but it would make it way more practical because people would be able to see it. When you see it this way, you're like, boom, there. This, you don't even read this because you're like used to seeing footers being useless. Footers or like follow us, social media, all of that. You trained your mind to not look at it anymore. And then this way it just blends in. But if you had like a nice, if this part stood out way more, you'd be like, okay, what is that? Boom, you read it and then you actually consider clicking it. So that's what I would do. Then we have the next welcome email. Again, the same thing. We have the offer. It's bigger here this time, but still I would make this bold. The offer, discount code, CTA, that's it. Everything is above the fold. So if you want to buy immediately without looking at the email, you can do that. Basically, this part serves as a reminder for you. And then we have this part, which is more like convincing you if you don't want to buy right away. So again, hero image, super simple headline, the story behind Hills. They're not overcomplicating anything. You can see they're just focusing on the nice images they're using, nice photos, lifestyle, everything. Our philosophy, literally like 3 sentences. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 sentences of just super simple stuff. They're conveying the idea behind the brand, but they're not doing it in like 5, 10, 20 sentences. It's just super simple, straight to the point. Again, another CTA, because that's important. You need CTAs in multiple places. It's just not enough to have it in one place. So another CTA after every section, you should have one CTA. Then another photo gallery, again, pretty important for fashion brands. If you were selling like a supplement brand or something like that, it wouldn't be that important because it doesn't really matter what it looks like. So if you were selling like a supplement brand, for example, what you would do here is instead of this photo gallery, you would add like an infographic about how your supplement works. So that would be a way better solution. Now we have new collection, Heels 2025, showing the sunglasses, and then new collection. So basically 2 CTAs, you can buy here, buy here. What I would do here, yeah, this is a CTA, but I would make it like a button, which makes it way more obvious that you can actually click it. This is not obvious enough. It doesn't stand out enough. That's what I would change here. But pretty good email, in my opinion. I really like this one with this photo gallery. It looks very aesthetic. So yeah, abandon checkout. So abandon checkout. First of all, this email, the first email you receive, very simple, just dynamic product section. They're just showing you the item you left in the cart. Your items are reserved, the item, price, CTA, and then these icons, worldwide shipping, premium materials, 30-day value guarantee. So pretty simple stuff, but it's pretty good because they're just showing you the product. They're just reminding you. They're not pushing you or anything. What I would do here, they probably tested it. I would just test it if it works better while showing the price or not showing the price. I guess they tested it already, so it seems like it's working better with the price, but if they haven't, that's what I would do here. But overall, this email, I wouldn't change much about it. But then we have the next one, today only, save on your cart. The selection in your cart is about to expire. First of all, I find this weird blank space here. That's how I received it. So they should fix that. It should probably say like, hey there. The selection in your cart is about to expire. Still thinking it over. Don't wait too long. Check out within the next 12 hours and save 10% off your new frames with this code. Claim your cart and discount here. Free worldwide shipping on all sunglasses and blue light orders. So this is really good because they're just saying you, hey, some urgency, so you need to check out soon. They're giving you an incentive to do that. So, hey, you can get 10% off if you check out soon, CTA. And then if you're still not convinced, they're telling you, hey, man, you can get free worldwide shipping. So if this is not enough to convince you, you're not even going to buy anyway. Now, what I find interesting here is they're saying cheers, Team Hills. They're not saying like cheers, Iman, even though they're involving Iman in a lot of brand. They're having him as a face of brand. What I would do here is probably add that, but there is probably a reason why they're not doing that, and we're going to come to that in a minute. But yeah, that's really interesting in my opinion. Now, abandoned cart. So pretty similar to the abandoned checkout, they just have more this stuff, so I'm going to walk you through that. But again, the same thing, the dynamic product section, simple headline, CTA. This part pretty much the same, but then they're showing their signature collection again. So their sunglasses, and then we have a photo gallery again, and then we have these USBs. So they're trying to get you to like add more, probably increase, get like a bigger AOV through this, and they're trying to convince you through this. So we have a lightweight fit, durable materials, lifetime guarantee. What I would do here is probably add another CTA here, like return to my cart or add to your collection or whatever. That would work really well because we have this section here, but then after this section, you can either go buy something from here or return all the way up to get this. What I would do is add another CTA here that would lead me to my cart, back to my cart. So that's what I would do. Now, next email, sorry. We have this, another plain text email. So hi there, we've saved your Hills frames for you, built from durable, high-performance materials with a lightweight fit, backed by lifelong warranty. There is a reason these styles sell out. Return to your cart, plus check out for free worldwide shipping on all sunglasses and blue light orders. Again, simple email. Every single line has a purpose. So we've saved your Hills frames for you. Basically, they're saying like, hey, we have them, but they're not going to be there for a long time. So, but we did we did this for you. Basically, we saved your Hills frames for you, but if you want them, you need to check out now. They're giving you some USPs, so from durable, high-performance materials, lightweight fit, backed by a lifelong warranty, so they're overcoming some objections, like, are my glasses going to break? No, they're made from durable, high-performance material, and even if they do, they have a lifelong warranty. There is a reason these styles sell out, so they're giving you some more urgency. Hey, like, they're not going to be in stock for forever. Then we have a CTA, and if still you're not convinced, plus check out for free worldwide shipping. So you're going to even get free shipping. Again, thanks Team Hills. Again, it's really weird that it's not like thanks Iman, founder at Hills Eyewear or something like that. But we're going to talk about this in a minute. Let me just show you the browse abandonment flow. So browse abandonment flow, we can see headline, dynamic product section, CTA. This is pretty clean. I really like the look. But again, what I would do here in this instance is there's just too much blank space for no reason. I would make this CTA way more up here, literally. They're just wasting too much space, which means that this CTA is not above the fold, which will lower their conversion rate for no reason. So what I would do is I would just put this like up there, right? Put it like here, and then put this CTA like here. Sure, make this bigger if you want to, but I would just make it that way because that way, the CTA will actually be above the fold. But overall, pretty good. Then we have, again, lifestyle image, another CTA. We noticed you exploring our collection of frames. They'll have everyone on the street doing a double take. Like, again, these are just simple parts of copy, simple bits of copy here and there. They're not overwhelming. If you want to read them, fine. If you don't want to, again, fine. But they're not overwhelming. They're just there to spice up an email a little bit. Then we have signature collection again. Boom, every single piece. What I would do is I would add a shop now button below every single item, right? Because it will just make it way more clear that you can actually click it. I'm certain that you can click this, you can click every single pair of sunglasses that they're going to lead you to their product page, but I would just add a CTA for every single product. I can see this view here, but it's just not clear enough. I would just add shop now below every single product. And then below this section here, I would add another CTA, general CTA that will lead to your website or your bestsellers or even this pair here, right? So that's what I would do to improve this section here. But overall, this part, pretty good. I just said this blank space is not necessary at all. Then we have this email. So you deserve it. You noted these frames. They noticed you too. Handcrafted with premium acetate. They're designed for those who appreciate small things in life. Have another look. This is pretty good, but the problem with this is this CTA, in my opinion. This CTA is just not clear enough that this is a CTA. Yeah, it's like underscored and all that, but there is no enough proof that this is a CTA. When I see this, obviously I'm going to know that this is a CTA, but people who don't know about email marketing and marketing in general are not going to know that this is a CTA. They're not going to know that they can click this button. So what I would do, make it a button up here, boom, a nice button, like a rectangle, like every single button they have, and this would make it way better. Again, lifestyle image here, pretty cool, worth another look, pretty clean look here. Again, the same thing like in abandoned cart and abandoned checkout. What they should test here is whether it's better to show the price or not show the price. They have probably tested it already, so it seems like it's better to not show the price in this instance. But if they haven't tested it yet, they should definitely do that. Again, the same problem, too much blank space for no reason, so the CTA is too much down there. It's really hard to find it. Signature collection, the same problem as here. I would add every single product, I would add a CTA. So shop now here, shop now, shop now, shop now. And then below this section, I would add a general CTA that would say like, take another look for these, or just shop heels, shop sunglasses, shop blue light blockers, or something like that. That's what I would do for these two emails. Then we have campaigns. So let me show you the campaigns. First of all, let's talk about some educational campaigns. So as you can see here, find your expression. This guide explains the art of eyewear, sizing, and shaping, so you can choose a pair that highlights your distinct individuality. So what they're doing in this email, they're basically showing you how to choose the perfect glasses for your face shape. So first of all, they're giving you some principles. So when in doubt, choose a frame that's the opposite of your face shape. Never allow your frames to extend past your cheekbones, and so on and so on. So they have like a photo gallery. Again, pretty cool, pretty important, because imagine if it did not have this photo gallery. It would just be flat, it would be blank, it would be boring, it would feel kind of scary to just look at all the text without any photos, especially since it's a lifestyle fashion brand, right? And then they have a guide here. So if you have a spherical face, your recommended eyewear would be the H3 Hampton, and they're showing you what it would look like on your face. I really like these photos here where they show you what it would look like on your face. In my opinion, this is the best section. It just looks so good, and it would actually show you, hey, like my face is definitely similar to this face. So yeah, I really like how these glasses fit. Yeah, I'm going to buy them. I really like that section. What I would change here, boom, I would make this bigger. So your recommended eyewear, the H3 Hampton. Yeah, it's good that they bolded it, but I would just make it bigger, honestly. View the collection, same problem. I would just make it like a button, not just like an underlined text. So that's how I would change this. But overall, I really like it. The same thing goes for this and this as well. Then in the end, at the end of this email, I would add a general shop now button, or like a shop sunglasses, shop bestsellers, whatever. Here as well, they don't have a shop now button or whatever, like a CTA above the fold. That's really important. Whatever email you're making, you need to have a CTA above the fold. Whether you're making a sale or just an educational email, it doesn't matter, because this way you're just making it harder for people to buy from you. Why? Like some people are going to read this whole thing. They're going to feel like grateful that they read it and they are going to get some help on how to choose this, but some people just want to buy from you. This email to some people just served as a reminder of your company. They're like, oh yeah, heels, let me buy something from you. And when they open your email and they don't see a CTA from you, they're not going to be able to buy, because they have to scroll down here. Actually, they can't even buy from this email. They can buy it here, the H3 Hamptons and H500, but there are not many general CTAs that stand out that are like, hey, this is how you get to our website. So that's what I would change in this email. But overall, the content itself is really good. Then the next email, more than just eyewear. We believe every detail matters. Super simple headline, really good hero section. Now this hero section, this is not an image, this is a GIF, by the way. So it's like an animated animation of this box getting opened and like what's inside of the box and all that. So it looks pretty cool when you open it in your Gmail. Then we have a CTA. So this is what I'm talking about. They have headline, hero section, hero image, CTA here, above the fold. Everything is above the fold. Even though it's not about selling anything, they're just saying explore more. So if you want to buy something from us, you can just click here and buy it. If not, keep reading the email. Boom, they have the protective sleeve, hard box, hard case, and travel case, paper insert, personal note, and cleaning cloth. So what they're doing in this email, they're showing what's inside of the box, and they can lean onto that because they're giving you some really cool stuff when you buy their glasses, right? They're giving you the protective sleeve, hard box, whatever, all this stuff. So it's pretty cool, and the email looks really aesthetic. Again, in the end, they show you the lifestyle photo, again, showcasing the glasses, and then they're like promoting some of their glasses, but it's not like too much in your face. It's just like, hey, take a look at these if you want to. These are interesting. And then in the end, again, the same thing, and this is really good. Again, in the end, we have the general CTA, but we have also this section where there are specific products. What I would do, the same thing in every single email, the same change I would make is add a specific CTA for every single product. That would probably boost their conversions by a lot. The next thing, we have this email. So they're sending plain text emails as well, as you can see. Now, let me show you this. So this is what I was talking about when I said that they're not signing Iman, right? They're just signing Team Heels. So let me read you this. So subject line, buy one, get one free, a gift from Iman. So to our Heels community, this is Iman, and I've got something special for you. A personal thank you for being part of this from the very beginning. For the next 24 hours, I'm gifting a second pair of eyewear to 10 random orders placed by those who signed up to our newsletter. No codes, no catch, just my way of saying thank you for riding with us since day one. We've come a long way, and I see every one of you who supported us, so here it is, buy one, get two. Click here to shop, only 10, only 24 hours, let's make it count. Iman Gadzhi, founder, Heels Eyewear. So this is really cool, and the reason I feel like they're doing the whole Team Heels, and then they send like an email from Iman, is I feel like they're going for a vibe where Iman is this busy guy, he's running multiple companies and all of that, he's not involved in the day-to-day, and he's like this special figure, and then when he comes and writes an email to the list, it feels way more special, way more exclusive. It's like, oh, Iman just popped in the headquarters, guys. He's going to write you an email. Look at this. We're running this special sale because a boss came, right? That's the vibe they're going for, in my opinion. That's why they're doing it this way. I might be wrong, but that's what it feels like. Because if they were just signing Iman in every single email, it wouldn't feel as exclusive as if they were to do it this way. The way they're doing it right now, they send some emails from Iman where it's like more of a sales promotion. It feels like, yeah, Iman decided to give these guys gift from Iman, all of that. It feels way more personal and way more exclusive and way more like, yeah, he's that guy. The boss came to the office. He's there. He's going to run a sale, all of that. So that's the reason I believe they're doing it this way, but I might be wrong. So then I'm going to show you some emails featuring him. So more than an identity, Hills isn't just about how you see, it's about how you show up, confidence, clarity, and effortless style wherever life takes you. Iman Gadzhi, discover all collections. So this is pretty good. I really like this hero section with no images, but more like a quote from him. Then you obviously have an image down there, but up here, there's no image. Again, the same thing, I would just make this like a white button here saying discover all collection instead of an underlined text, but fine, whatever. Then we have a hero image of him, right, wearing the glasses, and then we have the glasses itself. You can see this time it's 6 glasses instead of 4, like usual. And then explore Hills. This is what I want to see more of. So general CTA at the end of every single email, photo gallery in the end, pretty cool, and all that. But why I'm showing you this is I'm just wanted to show you that they're doing like these kinds of email where they're like giving you education and all that, like what you can expect from your packaging, how to find the best glasses for your face shape. But they're also doing emails featuring Iman, so he's like the face of the brand as well, but they're not overdoing it. They're not sending only these emails, they're sending these emails as well, but they're just mixing it up, right? So I really like that approach. So it's like, it is a founder-led represented brand, but they're not overdoing it to the point where he can't sell his brand at some point because he's the only face of the brand and he's the only one driving sales actually, right? Then we have this email. This is pretty good email. I really like this. Great hero image, get the gadget look, super simple headline. It stands out because of this green background. And then we have CTA, everything above the fold. They're showing how the glasses fit him, how it looks really good, right? And this is, I love this hero section. Then we have this part here, like a close-up on the glasses. What I don't like is this. So this here was actually made like in Klaviyo with a text box. This wasn't made in the design tool like these parts and these parts, right? The reason they're doing that probably is because they want to add some text so Google detects it, so they end up in like inbox, not your spam folder, because they get better deliverability because there is text and not just images. Now that is fine, absolutely, but the problem is the fact that it's going to actually be the background is going to get black and the text is going to get white in your phone if you have like a dark mode turned on. And then what is the problem is the fact that this is white and this was designed in Figma, for example. And this is white and this is going to get black. So it's going to look really ugly on your phone. And in my opinion, they could really find a way better solution, which would be this. Design this in Figma, the way you do this. So it's an image of white background and black text, right? And then what you do instead is you add a block of text here in Klaviyo. You put some text, whatever, for example, your story or something like that about the brand. You make it really small and you make it like transparent or white or whatever. And then in the end of the email, it's going to have like 200 words, 300 words. Google is going to detect it. They're going to be like, okay, they have some text. Make sure it's not like spam text, something like that. It's more like a story. And that way, they're going to detect you have text. They're going to boost your deliverability, and they're not going to, and you're going to have like a nice looking email instead of having these parts here. So as you can see, it looks pretty good on desktop because I don't have dark mode. But when I open it on my phone, I have dark mode turned on, and this just turns black, and the text turns white, and it looks really, really ugly. Now, this part, we have a close-up of the glasses. Pretty good. Again, the same strategy. You're not showing too much copy. You're just showing too much, not too much, but you're showing way more images and focusing on the visual appeal instead of the copy, right? Again, image, lifestyle image. Then we have a product image, close-up, all of that. Another lifestyle image, shop now. Pretty good, pretty standard. What I would do is I would add a shop now button for this, but I guess this button here is shop now button for this, right? But CTA for every single product, that's what I would do. But I guess it's fine because they have it here. But it is too much far from these glasses to make it clear that it's actually a button for these glasses, but it's fine. This email I really like. It's pretty good. Then another interesting thing they did, so they launched like these limited edition baseball caps. So it's really interesting because they're in the eyewear business and that's what they're exclusively selling, but they just launched for some reason these baseball caps as a limited edition. It's like made some hype and all that around the brand. So it's a pretty good strategy. Yeah, it's like a complementary product, but it's not something that they would sell on a day-to-day basis. So pretty good hero section. We have Iman. Again, the same thing. That's why I wanted to show you this, is because they're featuring Iman in their emails. So we have Iman, we have the headline, we have the CTA, Iman, CTA. This CTA is not really good in my opinion because it's transparent. It's not really clear. It does not stand out. Then we have the photos of the product. Pretty cool. Again, this is a really cool image, kind of like a blurry, really aesthetic, but I would make this CTA black because it would stand out way more. This does not stand out enough. So that's what I would change in this email, but overall, pretty cool. As you can see, there's literally no copy, like headline. CTAs, that's the only copy we have. It's more about showcasing the product and being like, hey, this is limited edition. What I would do is I would play more into the urgency, scarcity, limited edition side of things. I would make it way more clear. This is not clear enough. This is the only place they say this is a limited edition. But yeah, overall, this is pretty good. Then we have another thing. So Style Essential for the season, inspired by Iman. Again, they're featuring the founder. It's a founder-led brand, so that's what they're doing. They're showcasing what he likes to wear nowadays. Now this is good. Look at this. Headline, hero image, CTA, everything about the fold. It stands out. Pretty good. Then we have the product, really good product images. Boom, CTA for the product, like a product-specific CTA. Boom. Then we have another lifestyle image, product image. Boom, CTA. So this is what I like to see. Yeah, I would change this. I would make this. Actually, even transparent, it's fine. It stands out enough, but it doesn't ruin this image because this image is really nice. I really like it. So this email, in my opinion, is perfect. This is their best email so far, and that's the way they have to keep making these emails. So that's it for this email marketing breakdown. So that's it for this video overall. So first, link in the description. You can find my free e-com email marketing guide. You can just download that and take a look at what you can do better with your email marketing. You can learn a lot from that. Now, the second link in the description, you can book a free Klaviyo account audit completely for free with me. So I'm going to hop on a call with you, audit your Klaviyo account. I'm going to tell you where the mistakes are, where the low hanging fruit is, so what you can get some quick wins immediately. And if we see I can really help you scale your email marketing massively, if we see we're a good fit for each other, we're going to work together on scaling your email marketing and scaling your brand, like scaling the shit out of your brand. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.